Hey guys, um, I know I showed you a bit of my WWE collection. Well, I wanted to take this time to do a bit of a rant, if you will, over current WWE fascination with unnecessary DVD releases. I don't know about you, but I feel they're just trying to make a cash in on these things. They're just releasing them time after time, and it's just seemingly pointless, one after the other after the other. I just saw that they wanted to come out and release a 3-disc edition of The Rock versus John Cena, the once in a lifetime match that occurred back at WrestleMania 28. As a matter of fact, here, right here, look at it. Right there. See that? Once in a lifetime. It seems to me, I already bought it once. Why would I want to buy it again? The match was a really good match. It was extremely well done. But I don't need to own it again. I don't need to see the saga of how it all... I mean, we all watched it, didn't we? I don't know. What do you think about that? To me, it just seems like it's a cash-in. And that's not the only time. It's not even going to be the last time. I almost guarantee it. WWE has released some very questionable DVDs. I've seen one of the top 50 finishing moves in WWE, and why? How would you rank something like that? And would someone else's version be better than, is Ric Flair's version of the Figure 4 better than that of Greg Valentine's, the Hammer? And they did the same move, but Ric Flair was more popular, so his was better. It seems kind of strange. Like Piper, he did the sleeper hold. Well, Ziggler started trying to use the sleeper hold. I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna buy it. It's a waste of money. Then there's another one, and I actually do own this one, and it's right here. Excuse me for keep turning away and leaving the screen and stuff, but this DVD, it did intrigue me. I will be honest, because they said it was done by the actual WWE competitors themselves. They made the list, and it's this right here. The top 50 WWE superstars of all time. Let me go ahead and tell you a little something about this DVD right here. 3 discs. I mean, you open it up and you see such classics and greats, with Rock and Triple H, Ted DiBiase, Rick Rude, Stone Cold, the Iron Sheik. You got a ton. There's a ton to list and a ton to name. Then you put the DVD in, and you start watching, and you're going through, and I guess there are some people, as I was watching, I felt, okay, maybe some people didn't deserve certain rankings at certain times. Maybe they should have been a little higher. And the DVD, at the very beginning, they tell you, this is going to be controversial. Like, it's not going to be a list that you'll expect. Well, not only did I not expect what this list was, but I was rather upset. Now, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to go ahead and give away who the number one is or anything like that, but I will tell you one thing. Ric Flair makes the list, obviously. Ric Flair is quite possibly the greatest wrestler, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Certainly deserving of a number 1 or a top 10, top 5. No. Not according to the WWE competitors themselves, the people that made the list. He was put at number 17. 17. It gets worse, though. If you don't think that is bad enough, it was a tie. He's not alone at number 17. So it's not truthfully a top 50 because there's a tie. There's a 51st person, if you will. And that, excuse me, I'm looking away because I do own it and I'm looking for it right now. And it should be, there it is. You mean to tell me that Ric Flair, one of the greatest of all time, 16-time world champion, my apologies, and this man is right there with him? Yeah, that's right. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I know I'm showboating a little bit of my collection right here, but Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes are two entirely separate people, two entirely separate career paths. They should not be anywhere close in this list. I mean, not even a little. You know, Dusty should be around, yeah, maybe 17, maybe 15, you know, something like that. But Ric Flair is a top 10, top 5, if not number 1, maybe only second to somebody else. And you put Dusty Rhodes at the same exact mark as him. That is insanity. That's wrong. And it's just crappy decision making. Who made that list? They said it was the WWE competitors and the stars and all that stuff. They came up with it. Well, I promise you, something got fucked up because anyone who knows anything about wrestling would not dare compare Ric Flair to Dusty Rhodes. Sure, they had great chemistry. They worked well in matches together. A lot. But there's just no comparison. Ric Flair, you know, just never stopped. He always stayed at the top of his game, you know, until the TNA days. But he really did do a lot for the business. And Dusty, while was a pioneer for big men and for what he did in the ring, it was completely revolutionary and outstanding. Just doesn't really hold a candle to the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. So, yeah, the WWE is just cashing in on these releases, is what I'm getting at. You know, they've got the top 50 finishers and the top 50 superstars and, you know, this epic, once-in-a-lifetime, you know, 3-disc set, The Rock versus John Cena. And then they had The Undertaker, the 20-0 streak. It was a milestone. It certainly was. And maybe, you know, if you've never even seen the originals, I showed you I own every single WrestleMania. So I own every single Undertaker match. Me, I don't need to buy that. That would be a waste of money for me. Now, if you've never seen them, it might be worth a pickup. But in all honesty, all it's going to be is those WrestleMania matches. And you're not, I don't even know if you're guaranteed that all of them are in their entirety. They might be, I don't know. But it's just, it seems like, again, another way to cash in. And, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Anything you think about it, anything you want to disagree with, agree with, let me know. What DVDs do you think are completely unnecessary? I want to go into more of my collection and start talking about some of the ones that have been, you know, really good, and then the ones that were just, they were so lacking, and they could have done so much better, but they didn't. Anyway, until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.